Good evening and welcome to the Rage Classy Show. I'm Jean Ray, your host, and we have a few special guests in the studio today joining us. First off, we have Mr. Justin.
How y'all doing?
We got the Toony.
What's up?
And the Mike.
What's up?
So we're all in the studio today, and we're just going to have some fun, talk some shit, and get down to Raging Classy. So how's everyone doing today? It's a beautiful day to be alive.
Yeah, it is.
South Florida.
Great, man.
Nice place you guys got going here.
Yeah, right?
Nice.
Yeah, it's clear blue skies. We're out here in Davie.
Temperature, what, about 78 degrees?
Yeah, this morning it was a little chilly actually, right?
Yeah, it was breezy this morning. It felt nice. Real nice.
Yeah, if you lose like connection, don't hesitate to just like fuck with it. Yeah, we got. Oh,
He started passing it.
we should play Chicago.
Oh, you want to do that? You want to do strikeouts too?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
we play KJ. Hurry up.
I'm like a one-hit wonder.
You already failed.
You just exhaled. Oh, I didn't know we were actually playing.
You said we were gonna start. That's what happened.
Oh shit, we'll start with KJ. Quick, pass that shit.
You got
Take the hits and then we'll do Chicago.
Okay, KJ got screwed on that one.
All right, folks, we're doing a round of Chicago. For those who don't know, Chicago is where the blunt must pass across the entire rotation before you can exhale your hit. KJ already lost.
Fucking dick canoeing like a motherfucker. All right, let's stop that and let's fix that. Anyways,
What happened to your car? The car you guys bought.
Oh, you guys are taking way too long.
Take it way too long. Yeah, no. We bought a car today. We bought another Nissan 240 to add to our collection.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
It's our third one that we've had.
it's our third car. I'm trying to get some pictures for you guys right here. Probably should have had them up. And
Yeah, well, actually, we can like edit them into
Oh,
like into the
okay.
video before we
Okay.
post it.
All right, cool.
If you want to do that,
we'll just do that. Then.
you can send us a couple of send us a couple of photos, and yeah, we'll put that in there.
So
For
yeah,
sure.
we picked up a 240 today. We're trying to look in. We got Chris's 240. Part of what we're thinking is going to be tune drifting.
Yeah,
Tuned
tuning up.
tuned drifting.
Yeah,
kinda
tuned
flows,
drifting,
yeah.
exactly.
It's working.
It's meant to be.
It's a work in progress. If anybody has any suggestions, gladly hit us up and let us know
Leave
if
some
you-
comments in the video.
Definitely, but
Put a list up.
Yeah.
Short list.
it's a really cool car. We got some pictures coming up right now that we'll show you.
Yep,
Uh,
we'll add those in nicely.
Yeah, but so what's gonna go on with that? It's gonna get an LS1 out of probably a '98 to a 2001 Chevrolet Camaro or a Firebird Pontiac. We're gonna take that motor and transmission out of it, drop it in the 240, and try to keep it as a daily driver, like a sleeper.
Make it look as stock as possible.
stock as
Still gonna have
possible.
AC, power steering.
Low key a beast.
Just going to get groceries, man.
It's gonna basically.
Go to get groceries.
It's gonna be like a new option instead of you went to the dealership and got the 240. With,
come to the
with a
tunership.
2.4. It comes with a 5.7 instead.
Yeah,
It's a new
the
model,
upgrade.
base model.
Turnkey, everything works. It's
instead of the
phenomenal.
dealership, you come into the tunership.
Yeah,
There
there
you-
you go.
There you go.
I'm just so good at coming up with names for
There
stuff.
you are.
That's why, like, me and Boot, like, there's like sometimes there's a little dispute between me and Booten about who actually said Rage Classy first. And, like, I know it was me because I'm just so good at coming up with names for shit. Like,
I would give you that.
we were both
Yeah.
definitely a part of the conversation that like, made it, that led to it, and nurtured it, and all that.
Established it,
Yeah,
yeah.
established it. It was like one conversation that it happened in, but like I know I was the first person to put Rage and Classy together.
Well, I think you definitely had our first team name, which was Slideways Motorsports. which-
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I think somebody had already picked it up before. Yeah.
That was actually just a result of like my slight dyslexia that I said.
That's exactly what that was.
Sideways. I said slide instead. Yeah, it worked though.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I think I came up with it because I'm dyslexic.
True. Yeah, I mean, we've all been like hanging out for a long time.
Yeah, old friends. Very old
So
friends.
yeah, if anybody's gotten like any comments of like how this car should be built, we're gonna start posting up pictures. We're gonna start up our own Instagram, Facebook, all that kind of good stuff. Once we figure out our team name, if you guys got any comments that you think we should do it this way,
Suggestions, ideas.
yeah,
for a 240. It's a
Nissan.
The
Nissan
Nissan 240 SX, and we're doing
It's
an
a
LS1
S14. It's a 95-96.
So those of you in the drift world, hit us up.
yes.
Let us
Drift
know
racing world.
We would love to hear from y'all.
Definitely.
Yes.
What do you guys like? What's with your other car? Like,
With the actual race car?
With the actual race car. Go ahead, Toony.
We just actually went to go see Formula Drift this past weekend?
This
that we
That was
just
last
saw?
week in Orlando.
Yeah, this last weekend in Orlando. Awesome. Every time.
Maybe we'll
every
put a
year we
link
go.
for some of the videos. You know,
for
or something.
some of those videos.
Yeah,
that we
some of the
posted,
video. Absolutely.
Every year we go, it just reignites.
Yeah, ever since they were in West Palm Beach, we've been going.
It just reignites that passion that we have for our own car. And right now, we just got some new tires, and we just need to. There's actually an event going on
tomorrow
that unfortunately we're not going to be able to make because of work situations.
too late.
It's just gonna be too late.
Coordination.
But yeah, the next event.
We all gotta work.
Yeah, next event we find, we're gonna take it out there and we're gonna slay some tires, light up some fucking
Damn,
smoke.
you should start a Patreon account too, man. I swear, like, it's the greatest thing for anybody who's like trying to accomplish their own goals, like financially themselves. Like, Patreon is a great, it's a great community, a great website to like try to build a fan base and get like financial support. Yeah, people that sponsor
I need
your
tires.
goals.
I need tires. I
Yeah.
go through tires like crazy.
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing.
That's
with
the
us.
biggest thing with
Yeah.
this. With this
And
right
that's
now.
what's put us into this.
you could do a commercial like, you know, for 50 cents a day, you could help me shred tires.
50 cents a day, you could put a smile on this face.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then we'll put a smile on yours with the videos that we capture.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's all it is. But there's definitely got to be a way to make this.
You know how many people like, you know, were watching Ken Block
More
videos when he did that
sustainable.
shit? Like,
Dude,
That's
there are so many streets that I just drive, like that overpass, right over there, 595.
The Sawgrass
over,
one?
Yeah, the one that goes over Markham Park.
yeah.
Love to just take that one sideways the whole
That'd
way.
be awesome. That'd be awesome.
But yeah, the permits. I don't think Sunrise Police really likes me that much either way. So
They're looking out.
Well, Toony just got a ticket for what, tailgating the other day in the race car,
Was that a citation?
and it was in the full caged race car.
full cage race
Yeah.
car over at
Racing
BC,
seat,
yeah.
racing harness.
Yeah, you cop looks at that for 1 second and he's like, mm-mm.
Honestly,
In all honesty,
that's what should have happened.
I thought this car was getting taken away.
Oh, damn.
I
I
saw
thought
the
so
lights
too.
go up. I was like, oh shit.
They can do, it's your word against theirs type of shit, like, right? Like, they
No,
have
It doesn't even matter.
they can
I-
abuse their authority and just take your car. It's kind of fucked up, though.
They would have to have a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'd have to
seriously
have a good reason to take your car from you.
Which is exactly what happened. I would have needed to actually been street racing. Either I would have had to been lighting up the tires, which I wasn't. All I did was
Disturbing the public or whatever.
there was a person that they were waiting at the green light until it turned red before they wanted to turn. Well, who does this? And I was getting frustrated.
This is
and-
South
and
Florida
it's-
aggressive
it's,
driving.
It's a race
Yeah.
car. It has no horn, so
It's
what
tough
do?
driving
I
around
rev
here.
it up a couple times and I just take off. And I happened to creep up on the car in front of me. And
It used to be so low key on the 595 around this area,
Oh,
but
it's
now
ridiculous.
like
It's ridiculous.
Fort Lauderdale's basically starting to turn into like kind of what Miami is, and like out here by like University and 595 is starting to turn into like kind of like almost as busy as like Fort Lauderdale used to be back in the day, like 10, 15,
Well,
20.
right
getting worse.
now
Yeah,
we're the third
exactly.
populous state in the country.
For real? Next to what, New York and California,
I would say so.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
right? Probably Miami, yeah.
And we're how much land? I mean,
Miami specifically, yeah.
I was gonna say New York's probably about the same amount of land mass as Florida, but California's got a lot. It's freaking huge. It takes up the whole thing. But
Yeah.
so California's probably gonna be number one, and then probably New York.
New York is probably the most densely packed,
New York
right?
City though is small. It's not really
10
that
million.
big.
Yeah, but it's got 10
dense
million
with a
people.
lot of
Yeah.
people, yeah.
I just watched the other day Escape from New York City
Is that
with
David
Kurt
Water?
Russell. Amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure
need
everybody's
this.
seen it. It's great.
Sure, water.
You've ever seen that movie? No?
No.
Escape from New York?
No.
With who?
Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I might have seen it. Seen a lot of movies in my life.
He's a Snake Plissken going into New York City to rescue the President of the United States.
Have you seen the Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Is that Burt Reynolds? That's not Burt Reynolds.
That's Kurt Russell.
That's Kurt Russell. That's what I
wait,
meant.
wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Is it?
Kurt Russell. It's the same person.
I
Same
always get
person
him
I was just talking about.
mixed up. Yeah.
Kurt Russell,
Guardians of
yes.
the
Yeah.
Galaxy
It
too.
was kind of weird. Like,
What?
yeah, I watched it like on a illegal, like, you know.
Star-Lord's father.
I watched like a cam.
Kurt
I
Russell.
can't see.
The planet Ego.
Okay. I'm good
Yes.
at that.
No, dude, yes, I've seen it. It is an amazing movie.
It's pretty badass.
I still need to see
It is amazing.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah, you saw it too.
Yeah, I did. I watched a cam on the internet because like I don't get to movies very often these days, but because it's just so easy to watch it for free on the internet. It comes out like sometimes.
Should you be admitting that right now?
Yeah, I don't care. Come find me, bitches.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's a great movie. Great movie. The first one was amazing, and this one is even better. Like,
I love how Groot just like talks like a Pokemon. How he just says his name
I am
and
Groot,
like
I am
fucking
Groot.
the Rocket just understands him.
they
That
all
shit trips
actually
me out,
start to
like-
understand him in this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
I lo-
At the end, yeah. At the end, Peter actually starts to understand what he's talking about. I'm not boring. You're boring. Now I know how Yondu felt. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty interesting. And it was Kurt. What's his name?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Yeah, plays Star Lord's father.
Oh, you guys just fucking spoiled
But yeah, that's not even a spoiler. That's
It's
just
not. It's not.
You can-
Dude, that's on the trailers and stuff.
Yeah,
That's not a spoiler.
We've known
That
this
is not a
before.
spoiler.
We've known this before the movie came out.
I haven't seen the movie and I know that about his father.
Yeah, you're good. We actually ran out of paper towels.
Sorry, that was on camera too.
Party foul. Drink.
Do you want any more of this?
Yeah, I do. Before you drink it all down.
This is about to go bye-bye.
It's just good, isn't it?
Sorry about that.
That was a $30 hat. That's not bad.
$30? It's not bad.
Oh, that was for a hat, I believe.
That's not bad at all.
It's for like one of our like
That's better than the Formula Drift hat. That
like
was fucking.
this hat is a $30 hat. Like we were selling this at our walk for $30.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and then like I think we were
They wanted
selling
40 for a Justin Pollock.
Well, yeah. You know, honestly, yeah.
we were selling some of them for 25.
When you're at events, it's
Nah.
pricey.
Yeah, we made like $300 the
Thank
first
you.
night
Thank
like
you,
that we
sir.
ever went.
Good shit.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get some hats. Once we get our team name,
You gotta promote. Like
Yeah,
people
but-
gotta see you out at events promoting your shit, and you
that's
got
what's gonna be done.
and
I
it's a
mean.
good way to make some extra cash.
And then having like a product as well, like that we're putting out with with our car.
Some T-shirts, merchandise for your team
Well,
and stuff,
well,
or
I meant having
stickers?
Have an actual car that we're producing that alongside
yeah.
a race car.
it can be your
And it's
icon.
like, hey, you can buy these cars that we're making and we're racing,
Yeah,
and then you can buy the apparel as well.
That's
It's
true.
insane. It's nice to have a product as well as some apparel.
exactly. That's why we created the podcast to
Right.
give more like value and more like substance to the brand,
Right.
to what we were trying to do. Yeah, so shout out to YouTube for making it free.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That-
damn
that's-
straight. Yeah.
Honestly, but it's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of help from the viewers and people supporting us. And
Yeah, shout out to the Rage Classy Patreon page.
Definitely.
Yep, shout out to rageclassy.com. Just how you know how to get those in there. Yeah, man. So, what's going on in the world these days? Like, what's what's going on in the world these days? You know, we can always cut these dead parts out. That's a great part about editing software.
It is.
A great part about that. Yeah, like I don't know. What do you plan to do if you become like a very successful, very rich race car driver, like drifter?
yeah, there you go. What's our
What do you
end
plan
goal?
to
What are
do
we
in the
trying to
future
do?
with, like, you know, if you attain that level of success where you can buy anything you want and you have a bunch of money? Like, let's say, you know,
Well, I don't think we'll ever get to the point that we'll ever,
Be able to buy whatever you want.
we want as far as a race car
If I
goes.
could
there's a
make-
lot of things out there, Jean Ray.
Let's just say,
I mean-
if I could make my race car my office
Yeah.
full time,
I
Yeah.
that's the dream right there.
Just adrenaline all the time,
All the time
No,
on the track.
to make a living doing it, to make a living
shredding
for,
trails.
for us, doing what we love to do and making other people happy and putting on a show for other people,
Yeah,
and be able to support a family,
having
doing
like
that,
doing events
and
and
pretty much not working a day in your life, but working because it's gonna take a lot of damn work.
You gotta be at the track.
Yeah.
you guys
From
will
the day-
create. You guys
from the
will
time it
create
opens to the
jobs.
time it ends.
It's
practicing.
working long nights, building a car till 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So it's like suffering for your passion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But,
Basically.
work isn't work if it's fun.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just that thing you do that
It just
because
takes
you
a lot of
because
help
you love
to do
it.
it.
Yeah, it's usually good to build a team. Usually,
Well,
if you have a few people, like
I
at
think
least
we got a good good team basis here.
Yeah, that's how corporations started. You know, people getting together to make something happen or to run something that was bigger than one person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Something that was bigger than one person.
We're thinking about getting incorporated, like as an LLC.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the fact that we're like an apparel clothing company,
Right.
And like
you are
media
making money off of
yeah,
of it, so.
yeah. We barely made money off it. Like we made money off it like one time because we went the second time. We got rained out, actually, and we didn't get to sell anything the second time. So we're gonna go again, but we're not at the point where we're like
cool,
a money making business yet.
No.
We have product but like at the same time, there's not a lot of people who are looking at rageclassy.com right now because we're not like a big name. We're not sponsored on any other like big name websites yet.
We don't even have a name yet.
True.
And we're 39 or 29 grand. 20.
Yeah.
2,900
we got
in the
a
hole.
lot of money in this already.
Yeah,
for that
that's
first time
true.
we have, yeah, a lot of money.
Yeah, between like since we started with the clothing line and the trademark and the podcast, we've spent like 15 to almost 2,000 probably, somewhere between 15 and 2,000.
No, this stuff isn't cheap.
Yeah. But and that 300 that we made that one night, that's basically most.
That's pretty cool.
That's most of the return that we've gotten back so far. But
that's pretty cool though.
it's a start. It felt good to like go out there and achieve that and like actually make those sales.
People didn't even know was buying your stuff.
You've at least you've had a return so far.
Yeah.
This right now, it's just been just a pit.
Okay, now if you want to include Toony's car, the actual race car into this, Toony's race car is probably about 25,000.
Yeah.
That was a lot of learned lessons.
A lot of learned lessons.
Yeah, I think I think it might be a little bit harder to get into the drift business than it is to get into the t-shirt business, probably.
Well,
just in general,
for
probably.
capital, I definitely think so.
We're thinking about a final price on the car that we just bought after everything's said and done, about paying 18 grand. That's what I'm thinking.
Between 15 and depending on how it looks at the
Depending
end.
And then do it at 25 approximately.
What? No.
No, it's going to cost us about 10.
No, I mean like for what you're gonna sell it.
Well, I don't know if I should say that on the air right now.
Yeah, I don't know if you're ready for that.
We're gonna sell it for between 15 to 18.
It doesn't matter what it costs.
Depending on any things that we're gonna have to add to it.
I thought you meant you were gonna spend 15 on it.
No, we're not gonna spend.
KJ, you can cut that part out.
No, that's not how you do a business. You don't spend 15 to sell it for 15.
No, I thought you meant you were gonna put 15 into it and then sell it for like 25. I don't know why I thought. That's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a car that people that know cars, they like it, but I don't think it's
maybe when you become more established, you can do custom
yeah.
jobs like that, like where it's like just everything all out.
And when it gets to that stage, then
There's
we
that
can
capital
actually,
in front that's there.
where we could actually sell with the V8s, and then we actually put like a body kit on it and some rims as well, and then we can sell that for like 25.
But the reason that we can charge that much, and is because we've done this several times.
We've done this. We're certified
The work is
welders,
quality.
mechanics.
We've already spent the 20 grand.
Yeah.
And mistakes.
It's quality work.
Yeah, but we've learned our lessons on my car, and since then they've come out with new technologies to make it where you don't have to modify any of the cross members like we've had to before.
That's the biggest thing right now is the technology has come so far. It helps out a lot, but you still need to be an intuitive person to put it together and to make it work right, especially with what we want with a full driver.
Yeah.
An AC and everything, and a speedometer, turnkey, and a nice car at that.
Yeah, it's legit.
Yeah,
To find a 240, it's not easy. A nice 240.
One that's in good condition.
And the fact that you're having certified mechanics work on it isn't a bad thing either.
And you
It's
get
not
a
a bad
Ferrari
thing.
Maserati.
He works on Ferraris. We used to work on Ferraris all day. He still does.
You're a Honda. You
I'm
guys
a
are
certified welder.
certified welding.
Certified welder. I'm certified welder. He's a certified welder. I'm certified in aluminum welding as well for Ferrari and a Tesla. I had a Tesla. I had somewhere.
Bro, your hands pretty much prove your status.
Worker's hands.
Yeah, for real. Grease monkey over here.
Hey, that pays the bills.
Yeah,
It's
man.
on the plate, but
Hell yeah. That's cool shit, man. Yeah, it's very awesome that you guys are pursuing, what you really love to do, and you're finding a way to make it into a lucrative.
get
Hey,
Yeah.
you guys too, because this
Yeah.
is an awesome setup.
I
I'm not
totally
gonna lie.
agree with you. Yeah,
This
this
is a
whole
badass
setup right here,
I like it.
I have that much
all
more
props.
respect, like, for what you guys are doing, just because of what we've been, like, because of what we've been doing. Like, I can appreciate, like, the amount of work it goes into, like,
Why it's
starting your own
mutual
business.
respect.
Yeah.
I battle scars to prove it, dude.
Oh shit! Yeah, man, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Well, see, it wasn't even a business until the other day that.
Didn't
know,
you-
It was after Formula Jiff when
Yeah.
I basically told him, I was like, dude, I'm ready to just like
It was
quit
af-
school and just like start up a business to have this be our stuff to do for the rest. Because
It was-
Custom.
And I'll admit,
I
it
want to
was-
live the life where we're just on the
Go,
track all
go.
day long.
Yeah, I totally agree. And if it wasn't for like talking to you guys right before when I was there when you guys rolled up, if you guys and talking to you guys and telling me about what you guys got going on here right now, I don't think I'd have been on board as as he wanted to be. And when he told me that he wouldn't do that, and my plan was always when we built the first 240, his car, was to go full on racing and let's do this the right way. But to have that social media basis, and because you have to have a following,
Yeah.
Race car drivers don't make money for winning races. They don't.
Social media, like
It's
sponsorships. and
Sponsorship.
from big
It's
companies, small companies,
and you don't
local
get that
companies.
sponsorship because you're nobody.
You get it when people know
Because you get it because you have a
you have a
following.
personality,
Yeah,
or you have like a
exactly.
niche,
You have a
or you
following.
have
Exactly.
a following. Some people are like professional social media like following builders. Like they're like they know like the secrets and the tricks to like get it, because like they know how to build up an Instagram to about like 10,000 followers, where like it's not necessarily like. Some of it's a lot of like fake accounts or
like bots that just
or
add
bots or whatever. But once they build your numbers up to that high, then it's easier to attract other people to follow you, because they look at your account and they see you already have 12K or 15K,
And they're like, okay.
and they're like, oh yeah.
It's already like social credit, pretty much.
There's
Yeah,
like
but
tricks to the trade.
One of the easiest tricks is just follow for a follow back. You just go like somebody, follow somebody. Hopefully they follow you.
They have Insta follow, and
Yeah.
you can pay for like the business
okay,
account,
no, that's bullshit.
and Insta follow keeps
That's
track of
just
your
a lie.
followers.
No, but that,
That's just a fucking lie.
no, if you start up a page
Right.
for the industry that you want, the racing industry, you have
Okay.
all the stuff you want on there, and then you go and you start liking other pages.
And
from,
you
like,
follow what certain
from
ones
other
that you
people
really
that are
like.
building cars like that, or other people that you
Okay.
see like all of the
So you're kinda
pictures
like building a network
that are
kinda
fr-
sorta.
Yeah.
like you'll go
You
and
use
you'll
all the
see
right
that there's a
hashtags.
picture. You'll see that there's a picture, like a FD picture, whatever, and like 30,000 people like that picture. You can then go to those 30,000 people and start trying to follow those people, have them follow you back.
Yeah, man. There's like
It's an easy, fast
there's
way.
like a science to it.
And if it doesn't work out, if you don't get any of those followers, you can just unfollow.
Some people have multiple accounts too. Like I know people who have like 30,000 followers
It's
on
pretty
one
much just
account
fishing,
and like
but-
It is.
50 on
It's
another.
a game. It's a game.
Yeah, it's like being popular in high school. It's a game.
It's true.
But it's a beneficial game. It's one that can make you money.
Make money. Yeah.
There's people who sit at home all day on Instagram and other social media accounts making money off of like sponsors and making money off of having a lot of followers.
All you gotta do is look pretty.
Yeah,
And have a fat ass.
there's a whole there's a
I
whole
got a fat.
there's a whole business for hot girls on Instagram who are sponsored by different companies and brands to wear their shit or sponsor their shit. And there's a whole market out there for hot girls, or at least girls who can make themselves look hot on Instagram. Because they got filters and they got saturation and like Photoshop and all that shit.
It's true.
It's pretty crazy. It's crazy the world we live in. Joe Rogan was talking about it, how like there's this one girl who has like 50,000 followers, or I think it was more. I think he said like 3 million followers. But it was like just an Instagram page of like pictures of her ass.
Yeah, it was just her butt. Yeah.
And he's like, there's 3 million people across the world
Who like her butt.
who like, yeah, are like, there's a following for this girl's ass. He was like, this is a special time we live in, that because this girl has like validation to like, acceptance and validation of her own, like, just, I don't know to explain her type of, like, the type of actions, someone who is obsessed with themselves, or someone who just wants attention, by putting pictures of themselves. But, it's crazy that, she's able to gain that much, like, influence and that much following.
It's gotta say something about her face, though. Because if all she's posting is pictures of
Well,
her butt,
I think she posts pictures of herself, like her face too. It's not just her butt. It's you can tell it's the same girl in all the pictures, but most of the pictures are pictures where she's like showing off her ass or like bending over or like wearing underwear or whatever. But she has 3 million followers, and she's just a really attractive girl who lives somewhere and has an Instagram account.
That's what guys want to see.
And she's probably got sponsorships. It's easy to get sponsorships when you've got over 1 million followers. Like what you need is like 50,000 or more. At 50,000 is when you start getting messages from like companies and to model or to represent or like post about their products, because each time you post, that's a potential 50,000 people that are gonna see your post. So it's like an advertising campaign.
yeah,
basically.
you'll see them with the I had this protein today. Blah, blah,
Even
blah.
the politics are on there, man. The politics are on the social medias.
Really, I haven't seen that yet.
What? Yeah, I mean,
Trump.
yeah, all
No,
those.
I haven't seen that with the models
I
yet.
thought Trump wasn't
I haven't
allowed to
seen
go
that
on
one.
Well-
social media anymore.
Well, no, yeah, Donald Trump's allowed on Twitter. He still posts.
Of course he's allowed. You're
I
not.
thought they said he wasn't allowed.
They were
Who?
no, they were talking
Twitter-
about banning him.
Twitter's gonna ban him? No,
They
that's
were-
not gonna work.
No, because he's president. He was not supposed to be on social media or whatever.
Says who?
I don't know.
Who said that?
The people.
Yeah,
people.
I'm not gonna lie, I really gotta go to
people.
the bathroom. Yeah, I'll be right back. We can.
Just click the pause button, right?
We can
Or
always-
That doesn't work.
Nah, we can just edit.
Do you have to clap off too?
Clap on, clap
And we're back to the Raids Classy Show. Once again, your host, Jean-Ray Merton, joined tonight with my guests, and we're continuing the conversation that I know all of you have been waiting to hear. So we're back again, once again, in the studio.
Once again.
Ripping oil. Can't even handle your shit. Can't even handle your shit. Just so you know, we're live.
He's taking off his headphones.
I want everyone to enjoy this moment right now where Toony just coughs his ass off. Yeah, so we're back in the studio.
I like his little, I don't even know what you call that, kind of like hairdo right there.
The cockatoo.
No, it's like that, I guess you can call it a cockatoo, but it's like,
It's like the silver back,
It's like
but
a-
like the silver front.
no, it's like,
It's got all the
it's
silver
like a
hairs.
John Travolta, like, slap back. But you don't have that much hair, it's just kind of weird.
In my ID, I do. I don't know where the fuck that is.
In your ID, you have like a mushroom bowl cut.
I got the long hair that goes down to like my shoulders.
Oh, true.
It's just like,
I
don't
look
know.
like a Mexican cartel drug dealer. in my
El
ID.
Chapo.
Shit looks crazy.
All right, well, we're back in the podcast, and we're gonna share some information with you. What's the best piece of mechanic advice you can give to anybody who's a start-out mechanic? Somebody who wants to start drifting and racing cars. What's the first steps you need to take?
Get a rear-wheel drive car.
Short wheelbase.
Short wheelbase,
Short wheelbase, rear wheel drive.
railroad drive.
Or about
Say that 5 times fast. Short wheelbase, railroad drive.
I talk redneck sometimes, I apologize. No, I would definitely, a short wheelbase and a rear wheel drive. That'd be my things.
And just start with like the cheapest.
Dude, those new MX.
I think that's one of the greatest things about drifting, is it can be so grassroots.
There's a great like economy out there for like cars that are being sold, probably like used cars. Like there's a huge used cars
You can
market
pick
out
up a
there
basic
in
car
America.
that's good. Like a 240 would be about $3,000
You got
roughly.
240s.
For a basic car.
You got LX 300s, because those are going to be cheaper than the
Miatas.
400s. Miatas are going to be cheap.
You can grab like a '97 Miata and drop an LS in that.
You got the older BMWs.
BMWs, even Nissan like 350s. You can drop V8s in those.
Yeah.
And they make kits for it, and it makes it really really easy.
Hell yeah! Sounds like a good time.
Studio producers are trying over here trying to find his dog. He's like, "What are you doing over here, man? You got a lizard, brother?"
Oh, he's looking at the Beatles.
Yeah, it's gone.
All right, anyways, but I think those would be as far as like if, for entry level people is find a car that there's a market for. Don't go buy something that's
No.
relevant.
If If it's entry level, any car that is a rear-wheel drive car, you go for it. When we went to Three Palms a couple years back, we saw somebody that was just driving their older Mercedes. I honestly don't know what class it was. He put it into a wall, granted, but rear-wheel drive, you're going to have some fun. That's all you need for drifting, rear-wheel drive.
I do it in a truck with 143 inch wheelbase, and I do it in the truck.
Yeah,
I wrecked once, but I also didn't let go of the tree.
Hey, Toony, why don't you put that microphone a little closer to Mike? Because it's a microphone. Microphone.
Mike doesn't talk, that's why.
Open up to us, Mike. Let us know what's going on in the Mike universe.
What up?
Hey, Mike, what would be your, besides rear-wheel drive, where would you go as far as
Advice
entry-level?
for
What would be your
entry-level drifters?
Next kind of thing.
People who aren't sure where to start.
Could you do it for a car?
Should they get a welding degree? Should they go to what should they do?
No, you don't need welding. Just know how to drive. Just have fun. Just
Steal your parents' car and learn how to drive.
And have fun.
Get a rear-wheel drive car. Hopefully, practice in a nice open area at like a skid pad, so you don't. If you do a
warehouse,
you won't crash.
Parking lot.
Yeah, you'll just fuck up some tires and that'll be it.
Definitely
fuck up some commas.
Yeah.
Cones.
It's good advice.
They fall over.
Cones, yeah, you might get like a scuff, but you won't like actually fuck up the bumper. You'll just buff it out real quick.
It's good advice. Good advice.
Yeah. And then if you want to go more intensive, then you go get a cheaper car and gut it, put a fat motor in it, and have fun.
Do you guys see drifting cars having like electric cars or like other forms of besides fossil fuel cars being drift cars?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So there's a market for that, or like there's a future for that. For like,
I think there's definitely a market for it. I definitely think there's a future for it. I mean, I was wearing a Tesla hat when I showed up, so.
Yeah, right.
But as of now, electric cars aren't allowed in.
No, well,
right?
Tesla just started.
Tesla's trying to get the gigafactories like
They
full.
they got their gigafactory in Nevada. They're thinking about making 2 or 3 of them throughout the world. But there's actually, going back to the racing industry of Tesla, there's I think it's like, I forget what it's called, something GT, and it's out of Sweden. You can type it in, you can probably get the exact name. Just put in Tesla.
Is it like a
Just
green?
type in Tesla racing, and you can probably get something.
Is it like the green future of racing?
Well, I think that's gonna be probably the goal of any of the auto industry in general.
Either that, you can go full
There
electric
you go,
racing,
right there. That
or
first picture right there.
At another alternative, it's going to be expensive as well. Is
So they
instead
call
of-
it. What are they calling it? Spectra GT, something like that. But that's fucking badass. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice car.
Little wing on it, Model S.
But another
So it's a P-
alternative that they could use instead of just using electric cars is they could actually incorporate domed racing facilities, domed tracks, like they do. What's it called? Football stadiums and stuff like that. They could actually enclose the areas of the tracks that there's going to be.
This one?
Whether it be the
No,
entire
I'm sorry,
area
no.
because it's going to be a big track, or they could just enclose the street area that the cars are going to be driving on, and they can actually filter out all of that smoke, all of that pollution that the
Electric
cars
GT.
would be doing, and filter them through carbon filters and shit like that to go ahead and cut down on the
Carbon footprint.
the footprint that we're going to be using on
So there you go. It's called Electra GT, and it's a P100D, which is that car is freaking awesome. It's full-wheel drive, 0 to 60 in about 2.4 seconds. The consumer version, that's what it is. That car's probably a little bit faster. It's stripped down, and it's a race car version, lighter wheels. So I'm giving you specs for the street car version. Top speed 155, but it'll get to 155 faster than any car on the market. Dodge just came out with a Demon, which they're calling
Electric GT.
which they're calling for the fastest production car ever, which it might be the fastest two-door production car ever, but a Tesla's gonna beat it, and it's a four-door.
They're already like experimenting with rocket ships and spaceships that are like gonna travel at like 20% of speed of light. Like there's a project called Starcast where they're gonna beam like lasers into outer. They're gonna put a satellite in outer space that's like almost like a balloon or a cloth or something. And they're gonna beam a bunch of lasers out to it, and it's gonna accelerate it to like 20% of the speed of light, and it's gonna be able to like leave our own solar system.
Oh, absolutely.
And go to the nearest star in damn, what was the name of the nearest star system? I forget what it's called.
The next galaxy would be Andromeda.
They said it would take about 20 light years to get there, and then another 4 to get back.
To Andromeda, which would be the next closest galaxy, because we're in the Milky Way galaxy. The next galaxy would be Andromeda.
Well, it's not the next galaxy; it's in the nearest solar system. It's
okay, so that'd be within the galaxy.
Yeah, it's within our galaxy. It's called. Oh, man, I can't remember what it's called. Some weird name.
That's interesting though.
But they're gonna shoot it to like the nearest star that has a planet that's in the habitable zone, and they said it'll take about 20 years to get there, and then another 4 years to get back because of the fact like that it can come back much faster than it can go there.
Why?
I got a big issue with this, like because of like the speed of light, and the way the physics are right now is you can't go the speed of light.
Yeah, but they said like 20%.
Well, I understand that, but 20% to the speed of light.
Like 20% of the speed of light.
Okay,
that's why
that seems a little bit more feasible.
That's why they say it'll take about 20 years to get there, and then for some reason they said
I missed that crucial detail.
Why would it take less time to get back? 20 years there and then 4 years back. That doesn't make sense.
There might be
here,
gravity and impulses.
Well,
there we go.
In the last decade and a half, rapid technology advances have opened up the possibility of light-powered space travel at a significant fraction of light speed. This involves a groundbreaking light beamer pushing ultralight nanocrafts, miniature space probes attached to light sails, to speeds of up to 100 million miles an hour. Such a system would allow a flyby mission to reach Alpha Centauri. That's the name of it.
Oh, okay.
In over 20 years from launch, beaming home, they would beam home images. That's what it was. It would take them 20 years to get the probe there, and then 4 years to beam the information back.
Because that's traveling at the speed of light.
Yeah, because they can beam the information back at the speed of light, basically.
Exactly. Radio waves are light waves.
Or very close to the speed of light.
Like FM waves, AM waves, those are all light waves.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's Proxima b.
So it would take so it's 4 light years away.
Alpha Centauri is the constellation or the solar system, and Proxima b is the planet that they want to send it to. They want to send the spacecraft because it's in the Goldilocks zone.
Right.
Okay.
It's the closest exoplanet. It's the closest exoplanet.
It's an inhabitable zone.
It's the closest exoplanet that we've discovered in our own galaxy.
Well, shit, there might even be like life on like Io, or not even Io, but I forget what that planet is that's going around Jupiter.
Moon.
That's Europa. Something like that.
Oh, the one of the moons.
Yeah,
of
that's
Jupiter.
Titan
yeah.
or something?
No, it's a frozen moon of Jupiter, and it's encrusted in ice, but it's so deep that the water exactly.
That has an underwater sea, underwater sea.
And there's heat coming from within the planet, and we even see heat with water. When there's,
Europa.
It's Europa. Okay, Europa. I thought it was
Along with Jupiter's 3 other large moons, Europa was discovered by Galileo.
Yeah. He was one of the he discovered a lot of the moons around Jupiter.
He knew about this fucking body in space.
I'm pretty sure he invented a telescope, Galileo.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And he was able to make like ridiculous like deductions, scientific deductions.
Foot, if that's what you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm fucking scratching my foot.
Yeah.
Scratching.
I don't have a 6 foot long dick, promise.
You don't, but I might.
Wrap it around your shoulder, right?
Yeah. Can you wrap it around your shoulder? Can you throw it? Can you throw it over your shoulder? Can you tie it or not? Shut up, KJ. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, man, space is it's the final frontier.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's also cool about with Tesla, is with SpaceX as well. You know what's also cool about their car? It is the safest car in America.
Really? High safety rating?
5 stars everywhere around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, it's really not going to be much more than another 100 years before like human beings start becoming
have
comfortable with outer space. Like people start going out there to colonize, whether it's this moon space, like the moon station or
honestly,
the Mars station.
I think within our lifetime there will be people like civilians going into space.
There's already people lining up.
Definitely.
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
People are lining up to go to Mars.
Without a doubt.
The CEO of Virgin
Mobile.
right?
What's his name? Yeah, he's
he
putting Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking is going into space.
What?
You didn't know about this?
No.
Stephen
He's got the
Hawking.
fucking money.
Stephen Hawking. He's paralyzed from the neck down. Of course, he's going to space. Stephen Hawking has agreed to go to space. I'm pretty sure it was the Virgin Mobile guy who offered him.
What do you
And-
want?
What the fucking pen?
I don't know who has it. KJ has it.
Stephen Hawking has accepted a ticket to space. He's going.
He's like, fuck you, Justin.
That's
Okay,
crazy,
get out.
dude.
Travel to space. Richard Branson.
Is he gonna be fucking like locked into fucking positions in case anything happens? Like, dude, that's a fucking like a toll on the body to go to space, and he's already like.
Well, I don't think you can feel it.
So it's pretty much like a fucking science experiment. Although, if you can see the way.
There's
I'm
all,
so
all I
bad.
know is
I'm
that
so bad.
supposedly Stephen Hawking has agreed to accept a ticket from Richard Branson. The fuck was that?
That's his ringtone. That's hilarious.
All I heard was my dingling.
Oh man, this is great.
How you doing over there, Toony?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine over here on WKTB.
WKTV, WRFM.
I don't know, just talking out loud is funny.
Yeah, this.
WKB, the Moonshine Channel.
Moonshine Channel? No, man. Oh shit, he's pulling up the Stephen Hawking video.
Stephen Hawking has agreed to go to he wants to go to space before he dies, before his life ends.
I mean, yeah, if you
He's
had the
going-
money, wouldn't you want to go to space? That's
He's
like,
gonna be one of the first people to take a commercial flight to outer space. He's gonna go to the moon.
So he's pretty much like a monkey like the first ones they subbed into space.
Damn, son.
I know it
Dude.
was bad. I know it was bad.
Where'd you find this one?
You can have that one.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond.
I know it was bad, but hey, it was funny.
What's going on over there, buddy? Is that an important phone call?
Yeah, so
So I can't make a bad joke about Stephen Hawking, but fucking Stephen Colbert can make a bad joke about
Stephen Colbert can make a joke about fucking anything.
Stephen Colbert has an agenda, just like everybody
This
else.
is true. This is true.
This is
That is true.
And supposedly his agenda aligns with the globalists and the left side of the political game. Supposedly he's a leftist,
Isn't he a Republican?
supporting the Hillary Clinton side.
But isn't he a Republican?
He's a Republican. He's a leftist Republican though. All I know is that Stephen Hawking is going to space, and that's something that we should be
That's all.
considering. If he can go to space, why can't I?
Need to reload? Anybody? Beer?
What?
Beer.
Oh, I'm good.
I'll
I'm
take
good.
one.
Good.
Take one. We'll go around this way. You go around that way.
Yeah, Richard Branson. There's two people. There's two billionaires right now who are both sending rockets to space. One is Richard Branson, the owner of Virgin Mobile,
Elon
and,
Musk is sending rockets to space.
and Stephen Hawking is supposedly boarding his space rocket, like the very first commercial flight to space.
I think SpaceX is. They just announced
Yeah,
something that was.
they
gonna-
launched a rocket recently, like a few days ago.
Yeah, but what I was talking about was I think they just recently announced that they were gonna launch like 40 or like 90 satellites into to low Earth orbit,
Yeah.
and that was to provide.
You tying like mariner knots into
Dude,
my...
I'm just fucking just doing shit and just talking. So I'm sorry. I'll stop because it's your equipment.
It looked like you're about to tie a fishing knot. Like,
Anyways,
how do you guys feel about North Korea?
okay. But it was supposed to be a worldwide broadband.
Yeah. True.
That's what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
What was the movie that James Franco made?
Yeah, with James Franco and Seth Rogen.
Yeah. Interview.
The interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit got shut down.
They put it on Netflix.
No, well,
They put it.
They
were gonna put
they
it in
stopped
theaters.
the original release in theaters.
Yes, they stopped the original
because
theaters
of like threats.
Yeah.
Yes, but then they said "fuck you," and then they said Netflix, thank you, free. Everybody can watch it. Who the fuck cares?
North Korea is a one-man psycho state. That's the perfect description of that country. It's a one-man run psychotic state run by one psychotic man.
Yeah, but I mean,
That has the entire country
No,
imprisoned
yes,
within its
yes.
within
That
its
whole
country.
country thinks that
And
leader is
nobody
God.
really knows what goes on.
But he's got
in-
missiles. What are you gonna do? Don't do
But,
anything. What do you?
Apparently, his missiles can't fucking go much further than the backyard of their country.
Do you think we have? Do you think we've had something to do with that?
But
as
like
far as,
also,
cyber war?
also supposedly North Korea is in contact with like Iran and Iraq or what other countries
I don't doubt it.
that have already like successfully
doubt
like made nuclear weapons before, and if they like converse with each other, they can have more capabilities.
They don't have IBC. Does Iraq or Iran or whatever that's nuclear over there have ICBMs?
There's people who say World War III is coming. Like people are predicting the invasion of North Korea by the U.S. government, and that there might be a war because China has already come out and said that they're not going to be okay with it.
The only invasion would be happening from Russia. North Korea. Who the fuck?
China has already come out publicly and stated that they will not accept a regime change in North Korea. That's all they said. They will not accept a regime change, which means if somebody tries to come in outside influence,
They're gonna protect them.
They will come in and moderate it basically or facilitate, which means
they'll help them out.
Which could mean anything. It could mean we'll come in and talk, or we'll come in and fuck shit up. I heard that there was 150,000 Chinese troops that were stationed on the borders of China.
They got the numbers. They definitely got the numbers.
The only thing at
Yeah,
that
they
point,
do.
The only thing at that point is what Russia would do.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
Russia will hang back, watch, and then when they see a weakness, they'll fucking
Yeah,
pounce.
they'll wait for the opportunity.
They'll fucking pounce.
And I guarantee you, they're not going to side with they're not going to side with any other country but themselves.
And then
They're
there's
gonna
also
fucking come off
Saudi
themselves.
Arabia, and there's
They're
like
not gonna,
Iran and
side,
Iraq.
They're not going to side with China and be like, hey, we're going to help. They might help you help China kick our ass and annihilate us, but they won't side with them because they're not going to sit that goddamn close.
Yeah.
Unless Russia just takes everything. All of ours.
Also, we're about to find out the fate of France. Like, France is either going to go that way or it's going to go that way.
What does that mean? I don't
It
know what
means
that
Emmanuel
I'm not
Emmanuel
educated
Macron.
on the subject.
Emmanuel Macron, France is going that way, and Marie Le Pen, France is going that way.
That doesn't. I don't know what that means.
And the
I don't know
the Macron side is like the globalist, elitist agenda. You know, Obama came out and supported Emmanuel Macron. He literally filmed a video stating that he's coming out and supporting Emmanuel Macron. So they're calling Emmanuel Macron the France's Obama, which means he's like the Democrat, like globalist agenda candidate that wants to come out and exploit France's culture even further. They want to let in more refugees, and they want to continue being a part of the European Union.
Correct.
Whereas Marie Le Pen wanted to separate from the European Union and have France go back to more of a traditional culture and go back to the franc, of having France have its own currency. And Emmanuel Macron is trying to push the globalist agenda where he's going to tell all the French people everything they want to hear, all the young people what they want to hear, so they'll vote for him, and then he's going to have control over the country.
It's going to be socialism.
And it's going to turn into a socialist, fascist country that's
With
predominantly
the
Muslim,
EU.
predominantly Muslim country, because they're letting Muslims in, like refugees from not only Syria but other war-torn countries, in at like a ridiculous rate. And these refugees are in France, in these like government projects that they set up for the refugees, and they're burning and rioting their own projects. And supposedly, like from what I hear, French people, real French people who live in that country, are afraid to walk the streets because there's so many refugees and crime and Muslims running the country.
So you have one that's trying to basically be like an
A globalist.
like a
Global-
trying to let everybody in, be like, oh,
It's the
everybody's
globalist
welcome,
agenda versus the nationalist agenda.
because there are some serious things.
If you're
going down
nationalist,
in that section
you
of the
want to
world.
protect your national culture.
And then
You want to
have,
protect your.
another leader that's trying to protect the
what,
culture of
what happened with the EU? is
Emmanuel-
they went into the EU, and he's trying to play it off to me as we're still trying to play with the EU and play with
Emmanuel
all these other
Macron
countries.
is
That's
a
not what's
he's
gonna happen.
he's a Rothschild
It might happen,
banker associate. He is
He's a socialist.
He's a socialist and a fascist. Basically, he is sold out to the Rothschild banking system influence, and also his fucking wife is like 30 years older than him. He met her when he was in high school, and she seduced him as a student in high school, and now they've been together ever since. It's like a bunch of weird shit surrounds that candidate. I've been watching the French elections for weeks now.
None of those two people need to be need to be there.
Yeah,
To be honest.
they don't
None
belong.
of those
They
two
don't
people.
belong making
None
decisions
of
for
them.
countries. They
And
belong.
that country is so fucked up right now.
Yeah,
know
France
anything
is
about this
fucked right
topic,
now. Like, if France doesn't elect Marie Le Pen, then they're gonna be done. But you know,
So I'm a little educated in a little bit of everything.
I know you watch the BBC News every fucking morning.
do you know what
bro.
Antifa? Do you know what Antifa is?
What?
Do you know what Antifa is?
No.
Antifa is a shadowy extremist group behind anti-Trump riots, founded by George Soros.
I don't know who that.
And George Soros is the same people who are funding Obama, to talk about how Emmanuel Macron is a great candidate for France.
Pretty much it's people that are paid to riot on Trump rallies.
Yeah, they're paid to go and cause trouble and cause riots to break up Trump
Infiltrate it.
rallies and
Infiltrate the rallies and cause a commotion
make
so
it
that
give
there's
it a give it a bad look. Give it-
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. It's paid publicity.
And fucking Hillary Clinton is behind all of it, and she's a goddamn socialist globalist motherfucker.
Hillary for prison 2017.
Hillary for prison 17.
For prison.
Hillary for prison. Cracker.
Where's your evidence on that?
Where's my evidence
all
of
the,
that?
All the evidence points towards it.
You know what? If I had a Justice Department that was worth a damn, maybe there would be some damn evidence.
The same people who are telling
Because
Hillary Clinton to take over America.
There's more evidence already showing that fact than there is about the fucking Russia bullshit.
the same people who control Hillary Clinton are the same people
And
who
Donald
control
Trump
Bill
and the
Nye
election.
guy.
Freemasons?
No, the Illuminati.
Fuck you,
The
Nick.
Illuminati. the globalist Illuminati.
Oh my god, we just went into some conspiracy bullshit that I didn't want to go into.
I'm talking about the. I'm talking about
Science
the.
guy's a Freemason.
I'm talking about ExxonMobil. I'm talking about fucking Monsanto. I'm talking about fucking Koch brothers. I'm talking about the Rothschilds. I'm talking about all those motherfuckers are like getting together on a regular basis with fucking the guy who owns Facebook. What's his name? Zuckerberg. They're all getting together on a regular basis
Mike
and
with the
talking
one
about
comment.
they're talking about population control, and they're talking about how they're gonna break away from humanity. Humanity is gonna fucking kill itself in this ball of fire on Earth, and the breakaway society, which is
I love how fucking dramatic you are,
And
like with your like global disaster fucking shit, like cause that's like everything's gonna die.
they're trying to kill us all. You need to build your underground bunkers now.
Oh, I feel you.
I feel like Alex Jones in this bitch. Time is running out, folks.
prepare now. Get yourself an LS1 240,
240 LS1.
And burn the fuck out.
and then you can drive away
Call
from
us.
anybody. You
We'll
can-
put it all together.
all
for a small fee.
all the fucking
And,
zombies that in your way, you just fucking slide that bitch into a drift and you can just knock them all out. You're good.
Oh, dude. Fuck your SR turbos, your RB25, 26s, your 2J, your 1Js. Fuck all that bullshit. Just go V8, and then at the very end, if you don't think that's enough power,
What? He won.
just
I know.
go boost.
There's a hair.
Go turbocharge boost. Wait, what? My bad.
Nitrous.
Turbocharge, supercharge. You can always do that, or add some nitrous. Yeah, add some fucking burps. Who the fuck cares? It's all gases.
That was boost.
Yeah, man. Dude.
All we're saying is that, question authority. Don't just accept the model of societal life that's handed down to you by the establishment.
You're talking to the person that's like that. There's like the landmark of what you're talking about. Question authority and just
Question authority.
There is definitely a global agenda by the people who run this world who
How
want
do you feel,
to
Mike, about
experiment on population control. They want to see
ask Mike how he feels about globalism.
globalism versus nationalism.
Yeah.
What?
That means a globalist is somebody who wants to run the one world government, and nationalism is being like proud of your country and your culture and protecting the culture.
Kobe, my man, how do you feel, man? Okay.
How about
we're on WKGB with Mike.
how about Pope Francis # not my Pope?
See, these are things that I don't know.
And he's also a part of the globalist agenda.
See, I don't really watch the news.
Yeah, me neither. How about you?
I
I
100%
watch Netflix.
back up all of my views
Iron
that I
Fist was
express.
kind of depressing.
I 100% back
I
them.
didn't think it was.
I'm
I
sorry,
didn't.
I believe you.
It was kind of good, and then it got.
yeah, you know what, Toony? It's called fucking life. Life sucks, and it's called the news.
That's
It's
why-
depressing.
That's why we go drifting instead, and life is
right.
fun.
Yeah, that's why
you're
we say
right.
fuck you to the man, and we do what we want.
I
And you
gotta
know
do-
what?
all
And
you
we
gotta
burn
worry
all the
about
goddamn
is-
fossil
is-
fuels
is-
we fucking can, and put up a big old smoke of tire
about-
smoke.
All you gotta worry about is getting as close as you can to the next car, and then like trying to hook up with all the
hitting
fine
him.
models
I
afterwards.
lost audio.
Done.
I totally lost audio.
Yeah,
Those Hancock models, dude. Oh. So pretty. What you doing over there?
He's messing with the audio.
Why?
Because
Whoa.
we can't hear nothing.
I can hear things.
Oh, you can hear things? I can hear nothing.
No, wait, can I hear? No.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
No,
I'm good.
no,
I'm
I
good.
can
I'm
hear.
good. I'm good now. There we go.
Now I can hear.
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm fine.
He's fucking with you. I can hear everything. I'm just fucking with you. He's the puppet pulling the string. Puppet master.
You guys started moving the microphones closer.
How about-
That was on point though. We're keeping him on his toes.
How about-
He's got a job.
How about we talk about how psilocybin and MDMA are gonna basically replace like pharmaceutical drugs for anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder.
Alright, I missed that. I was still laughing about
I'm
that.
clinically depressed apparently now. I don't like life.
Me too. Doctor, write me up. Write me up.
Yeah,
No, he's
I need a
He's
prescription.
pissed,
I need a
pissed off
script.
because he's peeling on his fucking left shoulder.
You don't talk about my pillow.
It's
gone.
good now.
It already peeled off.
It's gone. It's gone.
No aloe.
I aloed for like fucking a whole week, dude. But yeah,
How about
clinically depressed apparently?
yeah? I need some MDMA,
How the fuck did you
MDMA,
figure this out?
psilocybin, all of that shit.
LSD,
Everything.
DMT,
Give it
How
over.
the fuck did you figure this out?
ayahuasca.
He told me.
Yeah, apparently a doctor recommended Toony should get on that.
He told me.
Who's the fucking
When you
doctor?
find out it's
Frenchie,
coming-
apparently. John Ray.
I might as well be America's future.
Dr. Rage Classy over here.
So like, can you?
Telling
like,
you, man.
So can you like write me?
I'm telling you, man. Magic
mushrooms
mushrooms and ecstasy are going to cure you of all the emotional issues you
Write me
have.
the script right here, dude. Just real quick. I just need.
Fuck the magic mushrooms. I just want some pot.
Bro, they have what's called Xanax, and it's like Xanax, but it's like a pressed pill. It's an edible pill that's pressed, and it looks like a Xanax bar, but it's called Xanax, and it's like concentrated marijuana, and it's supposed to relieve anxiety, depression, and people are replacing marijuana, mushrooms, and ecstasy with their prescription drugs for anxiety.
Didn't they already have that, and it's called Miranol, and they've had that for like 30, 40 years.
Miranol?
Miranol.
I've never heard of Miranol.
Marinol.
Miranol.
Marinol. I've heard of
Miranol,
Xanax.
Miranol. No, it's the same.
Yes,
It's
the
it's
pill
the
form of
synthetic.
marijuana,
It's a synthetic THC that they used to give to anorexic patients.
I've heard
and
of
stuff
Rick
like that.
Simpson oil.
What?
Rick Simpson oil?
The fuck is Rick Simpson?
I don't know.
I was telling you to look it up.
You've never heard of Rick Simpson?
Look up Mariner. M-I-R.
Rick Simpson oil is
I-N-O-L.
what Cheech and Chong. Cheech. It was Cheech, the one who had cancer. You know how Cheech had cancer? He had like
Mexican one.
yeah, one of the Cheech or Chong. One of them had cancer.
Tommy Chong is the
Tommy-
one that went to prison and then came back.
One of them had cancer,
Probably Cheech.
and he cured his cancer by like stopping drinking and smoking.
Mike actually said something.
And he started taking Rick Sim. Okay.
Pull it up and show me. I'd love to see, please.
I'm getting out of here for a second.
Peace, bitches.
Where the fuck you going?
I gotta pee.
Hey, wait.
Am I backwards on my droid?
No.
What did I do? You know what?
Tommy Chong claims that marijuana cured him from his cancer.
What? Marijuana cured his cancer?
Marijuana cured his cancer.
Like fucking
Who is it?
YouTube videos.
Oh, you're not allowed to show YouTube videos?
No, we can.
It's
We
just
can.
hard to, like,
Why are we looking at this right now? Oh, because he's saying that it cured his cancer?
it doesn't look like Tommy Chong to me.
Tommy Chong cured his cancer with marijuana
Oh my God,
using Rick Simpson. He cured it. He had prostate cancer. I can't. Like the computer's not working, fucking properly. It's having trouble with the mouse. Tommy Chong cured his prostate cancer using cannabis oil, and how he is telling the world about it. Please support him and vote for him. Thank you. Oh, he was on Dancing with the Stars. You know how I found out about it? He was on Dancing with the fucking
You
Stars.
see what the title says, though, right? Isn't doing a fucking thing, or like doing a thing. Like.
That's like the YouTube video I clicked on.
Okay, sorry. It was pretty funny.
Tommy Chong came out and said that the best medicine that he
What
had.
are you doing? Get
Look.
back over there.
Tommy Chong came out on live TV and said the best medicine that I had to fight my prostate cancer was cannabis oil. It's called Rick Simpson oil. It's like concentrated hemp oil. And basically he went to a camp where he lived in the woods in a cabin and like took Rick Simpson oil along with other medication, like not medications but other treatments, like natural treatments, like meditation, fucking. He went all natural with his cancer prevention. You know, like how people who do holistic healing instead of chemotherapy and stuff like that. He said basically he just went to the forest and took Rick Simpson oil every day, and fucking it cured him of his cancer.
Okay. I mean,
He says he was originally told that a high frequency treatment that could be only done in Mexico for $25,000 was his best option to treat his stage 1 slow developing prostate cancer, but he decided to look for his own alternatives. Here's an interview with him. He basically is claiming that marijuana alone cured his cancer. Well, folks, looks like we're coming up to the end of our broadcast here, and we just want to thank all of you for your time and your enthusiasm and just all the support that we get from our fans here at Rage Classy and the drifting team with Toony and friends.
I'm Justin. That's Mike.
The tunership.
The tunership. I like
The
that.
tunership. Wishing all of you a wonderful time and.
Yeah,
We'll
I
go-
definitely appreciate you guys having us. Appreciate you guys having us. Hopefully we'll get a name and you guys can like us as well, and maybe, like I said, when we open this up, that you can give us some influence on what we're doing.
Yeah, we'll support you. You
yeah, and we'll
support us.
definitely be back on here for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Definitely, we'll support each other. And besides that, Rage Classy Planet Earth, and
Rocking it out.
Rage
Rocking it
Classy,
out.
just Rage Classy, and burn tires. That's the message of this podcast. Slate tires.
Slate tires.
I'm out. We love you.
Easy.